From mistake to masterpiece, let's check out some disaster pieces for Valentine's Day. Hey friends, it's Danielle with Schoolhouse Rud, and today it's getting real as I share 3 of my recent DIY projects with you. Here is project 1. In a recent craft collab video, I shared how to turn this green stackable tree into a winter wonderland. It looked okay like this, but then I had the idea to put some lighting on the inside, and I drilled holes in a staggered pattern all over the tree, and you'll see why it was a mistake in the next clip. Yep, when it's lit up, you can see all of the streaks, and it still looks green. What a disaster. So from that, I learned that I needed to spray paint both the inside and the outside with the white to prime it. And then I sprayed the outside and some beads, pink. You can see here, I stacked it up together and it looks great. You can still see a peak of the green on the inside, but watch what happens when I add light. Now this is the look I was going for in that original video where I had the tree painted white, but this came out so much better, and I would say I redeemed the project. Here, I was going for a Taylor Swift style friendship bracelet that spelled out love, so I started with a white pool noodle and sliced it into several pieces and painted them various shades of pink and red. This hope sign I disassembled and then painted the 4 round wooden beads, I guess, with Waverly white chalk paint. I made these vinyl decals on my Cricut, easiest thing ever. Isn't that cute? Then I decided I would use these brand new markers that I got from the Dollar Tree and make a reversible sign since my last name is also 4 letters. Here comes my favorite color, y'all, and here comes a disaster. It has been snowy and cold where we are, so not the best conditions for paint to dry. That paint was still a little bit wet, and with the purple being as light as it is, you can hardly read it. Rude, but that's okay. I went ahead and found a darker color in that same pack and traced out my last name so you can see it. You can see on the R where it's still messed up a little bit, but that's not even the worst of it. Next, I put the pool noodles in a pattern and then used the beads to separate each of the wooden beads that spell love. And then I went to flip it over and see how my last name looked on the other side. Fail. I totally did it backwards, but I could always just paint over them and try again. Here it is strung up on the love side. This was adorable, and I love the way at least this side turned out. Next up is project 3. This project was really fun because I am going to be giving these out as Valentines to my mom friends. I covered one side of the wooden ornament with contact paper that looked like wood. Then I used those same 3 paints from earlier to paint the hearts. Next, I used my weeding tool for my Cricut and picked out the middle part of the contact paper and the sanding tool to get smooth edges like this. I wanted to give the markers another try, so I decided to grab that pink one, and what I'm doing here is I'm going to be writing on the back of each of these, and here's the part where I failed because this one I'm actually writing over where the heart cutouts are, so I'm going to have to weed that, and now that one is ruined. But that's okay because the saving grace of this project is that I had extra hearts on hand and I'll just make some more. I do like how that pink looks. It's just a little bit runny for me, so those markers, they're kind of a fail as well. They work for a good kid's crafting marker. By slapping on a vinyl decal and a book ring, now I've got a great keychain. Jeremiah 29:11 is my favorite Bible verse. It reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Don't forget to check the description box for a link to the playlist From Mistake to Masterpiece with my friend Christine. Thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment of your favorite Bible verse in the comments below.